guys are milking it because they're Islamophobes. They hate every Muslim, they hate Islam, and they use any opportunity to get to demonise Muslims.
Notorious right-wing group accused of being violent racists who have taken to the streets to fight what they view as homegrown Islamic extremists.
I despise Nazis as much as I despise Islamists. Am I willing to be the public face for them? No, I'm not.
They're traitors.
Traitors.
They should be hung for treason.
No, Winston Churchill.
Sounding like a complete
Winston
lunatic.
Churchill. No, I'm quoting previous some of the best leaders in this country.
You're sounding like a bigoted lunatic.
No, I'm not.
Somebody that basically, you are an Islamophobe who hates Islam.
No, I don't.
You basically think all Muslims are to blame.
No.
We've seen you on video saying it. And what you're doing now is deliberately inflammatory. It is deliberately poisonous.
How's this inflammatory?
And you are having the complete opposite effect to the one that you say you have.
William Gladstone.
You are stirring up hatred. You are abusing people's religion. You're abusing
Tommy Robinson.
Tommy Robinson.
Tommy Robinson. Who's Tommy Robinson?
It's Tommy Robinson.
Stephen Yaxley Lennon, more notably known as Tommy Robinson, far-right activist, ex-leader of the EDL. He's known for his so-called violent behaviour and Islamophobic views. But I want to know, who is Stephen Yaxley Lennon behind the mask of Tommy Robinson?
Stephen Yaxley Lennon, born 27th of November 1982 in Luton.
So, my mum was Irish. Luton is an immigrant town, really. Yeah, white English or minority. My mum was one of 8 come here as the Irish community. No blacks, no dogs, no Irish when they come to Luton. Yeah.
He grew up in a decade where violence was glorified.
It's suddenly in Brixton. The rioters were mainly black youths, many with a deep sense of grievance. Their target was a predominantly white police force.
I was very, very surprised at the ferocity of the riots. I didn't believe that that sort of thing would happen in my country.
Tommy said in a 2020 interview, "I grew up hearing the stories and the glorification of violence, which gravitated me to become more active in it. When I was younger, I didn't think there was anything quite like it." He later goes on to talk about how white kids are now the minority. A white kid will have a run-in with some Pakistanis. They'll beat him up and the school won't protect him because, well, how do you deal with it? If it was white kids beating up a Pakistani based on race, as hell would, everyone would be helping to protect the Pakistani kid.
Everyone saw this week the story of the Syrian refugee and the young boy called Bailey McLaren in Huddersfield. I remember watching as this story broke, and as soon as it broke, the newspapers tried to involve me in it. And I was sent messages after messages from other parents whose children go to that school. And the narrative that was being spun, that was being spread across the world, was of the poor Syrian refugee being bullied and violently attacked and driven out of his school. But that's not a message I was getting from other parents at the school. And very quickly, I received messages from a mother there about her daughter who was gang attacked by a group, including Jamal. According to the mother, I've got all the copy of all of the evidence of all the messages after I spoke on the phone with this mother. And then very quickly that mother was forced to retract her story as threats to rape and murder her family were coming in online.
The British Pakistani population has grown from 10,000 in 1951 to over 1.1 million in 2011, 91.46% practicing Islam. Since their settlement, British Pakistanis have had diverse contributions and influences on British society, politics, culture, economy and sport. Tommy Robinson created the English Defence League in 2009 with a couple of his friends, one of them being Alan Lake, who left in 2011. Since then, the group has gone on to do rallies and talks. People have different opinions about the EDL and Tommy Robinson.
What do you think of Tommy Robinson? No. Since COVID, he's not done anything as far as I know. No, not what I know of. Not what I've seen, because he's not on any social media.
What do you personally think of Tommy Robinson? What does the name mean to you?
standing up for what you believe in, having a point of view and wanting to put it across. Just generally British and valuing his country. That's what I believe in.
Media has always been a big part of our day-to-day life. Without media, people wouldn't know next to anything. But media and the people who run it don't always get things right. The decision to ban Robinson from social media sites could threaten his ability to reach larger audiences. He's already banned from Twitter, and the decision to cut him from Instagram and Facebook will leave him reliant on YouTube as the only major online platform to provide him with a presence. This was said by The Guardian almost 30 years ago now. Social media usage is one of the most popular online activities. In 2021, over 4.26 billion people were using social media worldwide, a number projected to increase to almost 6 billion in 2027. But not everyone is able to get onto social media.
What was your response when Tommy Robinson was taken off social media? Like, he was getting muted, he was done what he had said. Well, to some people, even me as well to an extent, he was telling the truth on a lot of things. And I think that the MSM, mainstream media, were a little bit scared
Taking
of
off
what
the
he was
media
saying.
platform like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, maybe stopping kids my age, 17, from, you know, getting hold of it, cancel culture as well.
No, because at the end of the day, kids your age are making these types of documentary, and you're learning yourself through your own research that everyone has the power of speech. Everyone has the right to say what they want to say. And I don't think that anyone should ever be taken off any media platform, whether it be Twitter, Facebook or Instagram or wherever, because everyone should have the freedom of speech. They should be able to say whatever they want to say without being discriminated against. He's being discriminated against because of his beliefs, just like someone that would be Muslim, that believes in Islam, someone from any culture. Should they all be
society?
If people give him a chance, but I think because of the EDL and where they went with it got a bit too extreme. He removed himself from that when it wasn't what his purpose was. I think he could potentially, if they give him a chance, but the media don't give anybody a chance. It is one narrative that suits them, and he's fighting a cause which a lot of people believe in but won't give it a chance because it doesn't fit into that PC.
Do you think Tommy Robinson could redeem himself? Do you think there's a future for him to maybe come back onto the public platform and, I don't know, maybe change his whole persona?
I don't think anyone will have him on. Because I think everyone's terrified. Because everyone knows what the truth is out there. Like I say, there's good and bad in everything. Stay clear from politics and religion. But
Tommy Robinson has done a lot of bad things in his life, but are people willing to let him back into society? Would you?
So I guess that side of it, no, there's no chance for him.
Tommy Robinson.
Tommy Robinson. Is Tommy Robinson.